just get into the session, yes, and then we shall make a judgment thereafter. So trust in love relationships. Trust is that feeling. Class monitor notes one. Trust is that feeling of emotional, psychological, physical. I mean, it is security. Ngolia uli anti psychologically akwesiga, emotionally mwali, ne physically akwesiga. Okay? Now that is a general definition. That is generated through consistent behavior. Nchikudira mu Luganda nti omuntu bwaba psychologically obwongo, physically wano ku mubiri, emotionally munewulira atuusa okuteekamu obwesigwa, kubanga ekintu okikola n'okiddamu n'obeera consistent nga tatuuse mu neeyisaayo emyaka ne gitambula n'agamba gundi oyo mwesiga nambalirwa monna, I trust her. Kiva mu consistency. Okay? So it's not something that you just fall into, you build it. It is built. Which now comes to this level. Nobody should ever tell you I love you. Nga wakamulaba, ebbanga terina tambula, no gamba I trust you. Tebikwatagana. Trust and time move together. Okay? If I trust you, I must be with you for quite a while. And that time will tell whether you're in or not in. We are all human beings, you know that. Okay? So, security generated when a person is consistent. The secret key is the word consistent. Consistent kitegeza omuntu akola ekintu katakyuse. Emyaka negitambula nga y'omu y'oli. Emyezi etambula nga y'omu y'oli. Naddamu ekintu, naddamu n'ekintu, naddamu ekintu wamwoyo. You can trust them. So, if it is consistent, it means there is some bit of time investment. So where do women get hurt? By trusting men emotionally. Ngatana fuka consistent. Wakamulaba. Mwaka gumu. Behaviors to not be consistent. And you get into an emotional investment of children. Mulaga bantu bo. Notekamu leka sentao. Notekamu esuubi. Notekamu n'omubiri. The behavior is not yet consistent. So when you talk about trusting me, ekigambo please trust me, omuntu omugambanga in a matter of time. Please trust me. Oh, I want to see your consistency in that behavior. Not to come when you're dating somebody, nomutwala ku holiday, nomugulira engoye ez'ebbeeyi, 2 years down the road, nomutwala nga alira mu katanga. That's not consistency. Which means there is nothing like lying. If it is dating, if it's love, it's marriage, be you. And consistently maintain that. They may not live, but it has destroyed the ingredient called a happy relationship. Okay? So, the word is consistent in behavior. Awo, walaba omuntu nga badde consistent, takyusiza kyakola. N'akiddamu, n'akwasa nga asigaddeyo omu y'oli. Wamwoyo ng'omanya, wow, I really trust my mate. Okay? So the word consistent, trust is a feeling needed by every relationship. If it's the backbone, it is the blood of a happy marriage, of a happy relationship, a happy friendship, a happy association, a happy business partner, anything you want. Consistency. Era consistency osobola testingira mu budde omuntu kaddemu ekintu akiddemu mugambe one more. You can put down your guns. No way back. Ne bwakomawo mwenda gwakiro gambe tajja kuwasa. Okajja kuwana yajja kudda. Because he has been consistent. So Gama, you've broken my trust. Don't use that word wrongly. At times that word, you've broken my trust, you're using it wrongly by not understanding the true definition and the ingredients that come with a trusted relationship. simanyi oba tukwatagana. I don't know whether we are really communicating. Consistent in behavior, yes. Mona. Leads to trust. Let me give you a small story that is going to interest you. Or it interested me after some time. It has been my culture for quite a while. Okay, I read it in a certain book, where some writer was telling us that people like us who are in writing, music, gifting, talent, you must fall in love with nature. Because your gifts and your guidance that don't come from your head, you must be guided by a higher power. Okay? If you're guided by a higher power, you must be one with the universe. So when I just saw map, someone said, learn to do things for maybe animals. Naye animals is no make that one talking as Zilia. Kitegeza, what you call it nature. Atengo feel one. When you do that, it's going to teach you kindness and living a life of being rich at heart. So the habit, you never want to feed the birds. Feed the birds. The birds, I mean chicken, home pets. Birds is no wild birds. So always throw them something daily, but particularly bread perhaps. So me, I'm not a fan of bread. We don't eat bread, and that's when, but it's very hard. So I began feeding birds with bread. One loaf a week. Nefuka 2 loaves a week. No, I was for 3 loaves, and it was just easy. I was enjoying it. Then I realized with time, these birds would bring other birds of different species, blue, what? Wow. So others are telling others it's bread. So what has surprised me is I have had this habit for the last like 8 years. But no bird had ever built a nest in my house. There's what? Really sure this is where they get bread. Then this year, as I was in my reading room, I hear something grumbling up, like in the ventilator. I was thinking about, what is this? You know? What is up there? Birds, they had built a nest. Now, on my reading room, when somebody went, so I went to Google. Is it right to keep bird nests? I want to know. Huh? Because I can't throw away those birds at night when they begin to surah. Huh? So someone told me, no, it's not. They just use because there's a place, it has trusted the place, it is now home. So, back to our session today. For a bird to trust you, to give you its nest, it has taken them a long, long time. Then they have now trusted that, I can put my nest there, she cannot throw us away because she's maybe our friend. Over, I don't know what they think. But what I'm trying to show you is they don't just trust to give you a nest. When they give you a nest, it means they have trusted you, that you won't throw them away, you not, to get destroying a new at night, to throw them away, you're just heartless, you love nature. So that was my story about the birds and the nest, and I laughed about it. Back to trust. Then as human beings, how can someone not consistent in behavior for few months, go no trusting them? Ngane badi yenyewe wow okuwa trust yayo nemanya nti mukazi nja teka wiki nesi kyange tajja kifanyuko ateka mulirane sija kiteka wala nyo because suppose ateka in another maybe someone would have picked it and throw it away, but I sit on my desk daily. Okay, so back to us, humanity. When do you build trust? How long should you fully give somebody your emotional life and emotional self, your money, your body, your because many of relationships are failing by trusting people wrongly in the morning of a relationship before they prove themselves. The bad story of birds. It is hard. Mpaka we agambye, we trust this woman now because she has fed us with bread for a long time and it has been a consistent behavior. It's very hard. If I forget it, maybe 2 days. But as long as there is bread, they are sure. Okay? So, it's the building block of relationships. Why trust is very important? Why? 1, as long as you're not in a casual thing. With casual relationships, we covered them in my book, Emotional Happiness. Nabagamba casual relationships, Tezeta are going to trust, by the way. They just need a place and the people, the practitioners. Casual relationships, Tezeta are going to you just look at someone beautiful, somebody handsome, let's go. Sigenda kukuma forever. Watching neta kukuma, you know? You may not. You may just trust them at that day or next week. But if you're building a committed relationship called marriage, a long-term relationship called my fiance, we've been together for 3-4 years, trust has a lot of advantages. And it should be number one. Number one. Cheating isn't, even if somebody is beautiful, handsome, rich, anything you have, but you lack trust, you are as well as not beautiful. So, trusting too soon, consistent behavior. Even the birds, to give away their nest, nasoma, basoka ku trusting, nebagamba ntajja tukanyuga, kubanga abadde consistent mu behavior. Aita kyuseeko, omwaka guwedde kitegeeza wenateekawo ennyumba yange, tajja gikanyuga. Era ne waba gikanyuga, because they told me transfer it to the tree somewhere, they will follow their nest. To get the nest from there, no transfer. You must care about them. Remember, togenda bali yako biwawatiro. Togenda bali yako maji. They're just wild birds. Okay? Which means you must have that love of nature to transfer them. So, one of the things about trust is that it can build emotional intimacy. To say emotions. Emotional intimacy can only be built when there is trust. With emotional intimacy, ntegeeza omutima okuyingira omutima woli naba bwati nga manyi nti omuntu wange naye bakabwati na emotional intimacy is built with trust and connection. Okufuna connection eyo ejira mu trust. So let's not underlook trust. Much as even someone goes for that casual relationship thing, trust kayina okubeera mu akatonotono casual. Oleme kufiirayo oyinza oyingira casual ne bakubirayo n'okomawo ng'enviiri ziribwera okugamba oh my god. So trust is a very important element in a relationship. Ndi kunyanjula mulaba wenkiruddeko kubanga njagala tukitwalenga ekintu ekiri important. Abantu baleme kukulembeza sexual relations nti kyamaanyi nnyo neerabira foundation, the building block of marriage. And people underlook it. Then they struggle in insecurity, fights, because even where they Number 2, it helps you create security. To say, omuntu omala omwesiga n'agamba nti ono ekiyumba kyange nja kisangawo kaŋŋende nja kukomawo nja kisangawo, you're secure. So sikubeereyo ng'envirizi bwe kyanadda batazze ali mu ggwanga neha anaakomawo banedda ye naamusanga ono. Haven't you ever been in a relationship where a man moves out of the house n'ogamba ono anadda ono ng'anyirira n'ogamba tebamutwaddewo mu kkubo oli n'amugamba why n'agamba why sijja kusobola kudda. Don't people do that? If not natadda nakudda. Okay? So insecurity eva mu muntu ng'obwesigwa tebuliwo. As simple as that. So when you talk about trust and building it, you're helping yourself. Build your security. Oberenga tuweraliikirira ng'oli sure nti omuntu ono kyayogera kyategeeza era nga bw'agenza ajja kudda. Bw'agamba mukwano kankomewo, bw'agenda kukwatira ogamba nti agenda avayo ng'abuuse na mulala, akweza ka message I may not make it back home today. Nga teyazimba foundation ya bwesimbu. Okay? Tebagizimba kati ate agenda mu kinene. So sexual intimacy, monagamba, does not build trust. Checho. Aren't we having good time? We are enjoying each other. Don't say enjoying. When it comes to building long-lasting things, simple is big. Alright? So, therefore we look at the 7 ways now. Ngenda power engeri musanvu zokka. Mwoyinza okutambulira okuzimba obwesigwa kubanga nabwo si bwangu bulinga emotions omuntu akuyingira atya. Because like I said, emotions tezitandikirawo. It is step by step, process by process. Uli nakuyingira nakuteeka mu kyotali paamu. You will never leave it. Okay? So, our lessons here usually are training my ambassadors to be emotionally intelligent. Emotionally intelligent. Nubo chamukiridde nnyo werinnya kuno kanisa okolindeko. Kansala yatugamba obwesigwa babuzimbira mbudde. Sisobola kwana muwala lwaleero wiiki ejja ne mugulira nnyumba mbaako ekikyamu. Kitegera n'oba oli excited otya. Remember, trust is built in time. Full stop. Mbawadde example y'ebinyonyi. Emyaka gyonna gye mmaze tekizimba nko kyagaana. Nekigala tujja kubeera miti around but sisembera mukazi oyo. Aleka ayagala tubba oba tulya. After some time we come back, okay, now have our nest. Ulaba ngekino, but spiritually that thing is huge. Unakisomako. They don't just trust. Then us, in something called love, which enters you and disorganizes you, we trust easily. So every problem that you're going through, buli kizibu kyolaba kyolimu mu marriage, ebintu ebitambudde bulungi, omuntu samwetegereza, munnange natomera wa trusting amangu. Insecurity rises out of trusting easily and carelessly. So, in this class, the ambassadors, Abadiwa, Ladies Guide community, we don't trust easily. Trust means I love you so much, yes. Oh, you excite me so much. However, trust is built in time. Please trust me, build it. Don't you trust me? Build it. And you want me to build what? I am not in any hurry. We are not in a hurry. If we are building long term, we shall see. Because where you're going to look at the world, watch your papa. Ngomgamba, si papa. Si papa. Let's hurry. Can we get married? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to see some consistency in the behavior. Yeah? Rasin Suma. Yes. Emotional intelligence means trust is built with time, patience, consistent in behavior. Because the day you trust, you will sleep longer term and you're sure it will come. Because that person has proved themselves so much. Isn't that beautiful? And then the emotional intimacy is going to be at the peak. Why? Okay? Let's get started. In the 6 simple ways, they're not even 7, 6. Simple. Hey, number Ragambi. Don't rush yourself. None is chasing you. It is nature's gift to produce a flower. Very simply. Hey, Papa. It brings out a flower. Very simple. It brings out a baby, teeth by teeth. It brings out a human being, step by step. By the time a human being is very mature, it has been step by step. Nature te papa. Katuwachi tu papa. Huh? Ulaba, timu papa. Anti, emyaka, jimpendeko ate, bagamba munanga omuntu alwawo, oyinza okulemerwa ani akugamba. Everyone has a different life cycle. Someone may be faster. Now kusoka yone ate go omuntu seko itawo yisi. You know? Life is like that. We need that kind of intelligence, strength to understand how nature does its own things. And then to look it out, to papa, we easily give out trust which is not supposed to be given away because to him. I hope I'm communicating. Nabagamba nzomesija wano sinza abayogera. Kati ko onda banga Mariam. Kubanga saga. Those who don't take me serious in Basekereda. People like us who are laugh, we are very serious people. Simple is not easy. And easy has never been simple. So Enrich Sudi, oli wagamba nti njagala ongulire ennyumba amaka gange soko tundi obudde bwamaze nayo. Consistent behavior gyabadde nayo ogambe kakakiteekamu. Lwaki wonaateekamu togenda kubeera surprised by what will come out after. And then you'll not have those wars with relationships. And I say it again, as long as you're building a long term, nga mulimu marriage, mulimu okumanyikana okwa long term, you had better be slow. Why? Because when you're in it, getting out of it is even more harder. So trust. Trust me. Mugamba with a matter of time. Please trust me. Be consistent in behavior. So let us look at what can be consistent to build the trust. Once again, Mariam Nabuja, the Ladies Guide, a counseling psychologist and author, a life and love coach, best at what I do, next to none. Researched, prepared, on point. Okay? So, we usually go through this session. If it's your very first time on YouTube channel, please don't miss the chance to subscribe for more of these amazing videos. Freely given, yet very full of content. Life-changing. It has changed a lot of people. I'm getting a lot of applause. You will benefit too. So, if it's your first time on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're on Facebook, please follow. This is your channel. This is your channel. You check. I don't put my family issues there. No. It is purely education, and it is the channel for you people, the community. So I'm now finally disowning it. You see how nature is? I'm disowning the YouTube. I'm disowning it because it doesn't belong to me anymore. It is for the people. To get them government of the people, whatever. So you need to understand that when you're on this, it is a community. Okay? It's a community kind of job. And CSR, whatever. I'm just serving what many people need. So number one, how to build the trust. Number one, communication. A topic number. Ebyempuliziganya. It's often said, where there is no communication, Kalas monitor wandikao, there is no relationship. Mu Luganda, ebyempuliziganya nga tebikyaliwo. Tewali nkolagana. Kati oli tajjanga ku last moment n'akupakusa tugende mu F3X nga temumaze emyezi ebiri mwogera weyaba mubbi ng'omugamba this is community theft. Emotional theft. This is emotional. Tukupa mutima gwange just like that. Where there is no communication, there is no relationships. How to build trust. How to rebuild trust in a relationship. Communication. One, the communicating zone. And communication is this, in definition. You may be communicating, but are you communicating effectively? Effectively. Oyinza okuba communicating naye nga communicate na bulungi. Are you communicating effectively? So, communication is the backbone of trust. Sikuwuliza, tompuliza. Tuli ku long distance kangambe. Newoba oli mu Kampala oba newoba oli around Uganda. Newoba oli mu mawanga malala. Naye nga sikuwuliza. Okumala ebbanga. Ogenda okuddanga ne bw'oyogera sikuwulira. Sikuwulira wano. It's about the feeling in the inside. Emotional intimacy teberawo. So, if you're in an organization, oli mu kitongole, oli mu business, between a customer and the business, between an employer and an employee, between investors and as long as there is no communication. So, is a marriage. So is a friendship. So is a love relationship. Ebyempuliziganya sitabikka wansi w'ebiti tewali nkolagana. Gwekikwate wano. Olaba nga message ekyayingira, essimu tekyakubwa, consistency in the behavior yali akuba buli lunaku akuba gumu mu mwezi. Yali awandika message buli lunaku aweereza message emu okumala emyezi 3. Yogera bw'oti. Where there is no communication, there is no relationship. Enough said. Tugenda kulanya ku communication kubanga omukwano mpuliziganya. Obufumbo mpuliziganya. Business mpuliziganya. There's a book I read. It's called, I think, A Guide to Investing. Omwanisi agamba bwati. Poor people are poor communicators. Nti omuntu omwavu tamanyi ku communicating. When you see no money coming to the organization, there is a communication problem. That is now business. Now, marriage. If you see you're having issues in your relationship, there is a communication problem. If you see no customers at your door, there is a communication problem. If you see no friends reaching you out, there is a communication problem. So, healthy, effective communication is key, number 1, in building trust. So the money you get, the friendships you get, the love you get, the affection you get is in direct proportional to the communication going out. Engage your free ebyempuliziganya byo kibe byogenda ofunamu in return. Okay? So, in a relationship, kindly communicate your problem. Always. Omuntu olina omugamba tuuza wansi omuntu omugambe munnange nina kyempulira mukwano mu ddoboozi eddungi nti kiki badde njaga twogeremu. But there is a rule in communication. When should you communicate and how effectively? Number 1, keep in touch always. If I am relating with maybe Deborah or Olivia, anyone, and then I don't talk to you for 6 months, and then I come back with a phone call, will you pick? And even if you pick, will you tobera munda? Communication even Antonio. So when you are in a love relationship, keeping in touch is key. And that's where abanazi basindira abantu. Omunazi keeping in touch. Yeah? And in experience yo munazi one. Yeah? They can really communicate. Asobola kubeera busy. Sound, hello, darling, are you fine? Is everything okay? That's why they win women's trust easily. Omunaza communicating. It's a course. Ku message, honey, darling, just to check on you. Are you fine? They are good at communication. Now, the advantages of banazi. This is a positive living channel. We don't talk about negativity. So, how can you live with the munazi successfully in case you're married to one and in love with one? Kubanga issue chemaze okulaba nti many women are stuck in narcissism or narcissistic relationship because those people have a secret which other normal men don't know. They communicate, and yet love of a woman is what? In the ears. Hello, Natasha. Are you doing well? Okay, I want to just tana chamwode, by the way, tamwode send, tamwode rent one nyumba, taweda bana school fees, they keep in touch. And then they enter the emotional setup of a woman. Now we hear about emotions. And that's what makes most women go crazy. He is good, but he's bad. He's good and bad, good and bad. Yeah in, yeah out. Narcissism. The advantages. You will laugh. And why women are stuck in that thing. Even a man with a narcissistic woman, they can be stuck in that thing. They are good and bad, good and bad. I know 2 characters in one. Okay? Embrace face to face. That's number 2. When you're to communicate your problems, any issue, togezanga kuandikira muntu email. Oba ku message ogwanvu. Communication effectively comes with face to face. I told you the advantage of meeting somebody no mulabako bwoti ne mulookinga eyes no mugamba naye nina kyempulira Joseph nina kyempulira omuntu wakola bwati maaso ne mulookinga eyes you enter into each other's souls and they really listen. Grace nurses they are devils. They are not devils. They know what they're doing. So when you lock eyes in effective face-to-face communication, changwira omuntu yenna okubayinga kyotunda in an idea. Even if you're on long distance, togezanga no wandira omuntu be email, be messages. Please get a phone call. Let them listen you on voice. Voice. There is energy in voice. There is energy in face-to-face. There is energy in locking eyes. You know what I'm talking about. What can you get camera? Effective communication. Okay? So those are some of the things you can do when you want effective communication in a relationship to build trust. Like I said, communication is the blood and the oxygen of any long-term relationship. Close communication, you've closed the relationship. Oita kulimbanga. Nkwagala ne si communicate yasina budde mugambe excuse me. You don't communicate and you say we in love, that is foolery. Even a narcissist, worst as they are, they communicate. They communicate. Abantu abo doza bawe yangamba ne Mariam lwaki oyogera ku bantu abo nabagamba ngenda kuwandika ekitabo nga ndi 67 years wenna akalimi kana akoonaawo God willing by then benga nkyaliwo mbabulye lwaki nkola ebintu bino. Why did I get the motivation to help others? Understand narcissism as a character trait. But right now, let's move, okay? Let's move. Nabagamba munyumirwe basi tujitulemu ya emotions. By the end of many years from now, I'm sure many of you will be the ambassadors of emotions. Ngane beba kuzoka yagamba talk about emotions like excuse me. Eno esule bana akujjamu ekikumi gwe omala okuyiga bino ebya trust oliage okugamba awaye njagala kumugamba soko linde ku nyabu si papa tompa kusa siri mbwangu nnyo. You're going to cultivate that emotional patience. Tebajja kuddamu kukula tojja kuddamu kuwulirwa noba mukazi tomalaga futandika relationship anyhowly muntu kuyingira emotions zona azanyira mbwati nakamala agenda nabba omutima gwe nabba buli kimu nosigala ng'owunzi. Mariam.N.M, the ladies guy, he's a city nabagamba. I'm one of the kind, okay? As long as I'm sent to give a message, I'll give it as told, because I'm just a messenger. So when kunyiriza wanonga njogede ekitabu sanchiza unyigira bwerere bamu nze ndi messenger ndi mubaka kati kugenda wetereza. Number 2, communication. 1, 2, learn to set healthy relationship boundaries. Nabagamba kye bayita ensalosalo mu Luganda is knowing it nkoma wano oli atandikira wali oba sijja kulinnya mu kintu kya munnange yadde tweyagala kubanga nkozesa kintu kino tuli ba we are husband and wife no Rachel ndi wadde mbukwata musimye n'enjiro nyamu anti tuli wamu tuli omu. Healthy relationship boundaries create trust. So overstepping somebody's boundaries can create insecurity and loss of trust in a relationship. So in the previous videos, I think last year, ojagenda ku YouTube channel typing ekigambo Mariam.N.M boundaries baja kwa videos za boundaries zinakola. I think last year, boundaries in marriage, boundaries in relationships when you're still single. There are things oyine ensalo zoyina okuba omuntu aleme kuyitawo. Boundaries omuntu ayinza okugamba lugezigezi naye olunaku lwogenda okuva mu kati y'abagaka insecurity ne relationship ng'eweddewo n'okwesanga oli mu mikono gy'omunazi, that's when you understand that you overstepped your boundaries. Bayitawo ensalo bazibuka bwe bati oli n'atuuka gy'otalina kutuuka mujja kuyomba. So boundaries create healthy relationship because omuntu omuwulira kyoyagala kyotasobole. I'm good at that and I tell you off. Oba onyiga n'onyiga naye tonteeka mu kintu kyonna. Okay? So trust ereetebwa muntu alina healthy boundaries. Lwaki omuntu aba yagamba bw'oba otandika buli teweefuula nga kyotali Tewefulanga kyotali. Tolimbanga. Bwoba oli mukazi tewelimbanga. Don't overstrain, because one day the curtains will go off and the person will see the real you. If you're talkative, be you. So don't lie. Communicate your boundaries. Bichi byoyagala, bichi byotayagala. Omuntu mugambe, but in a friendly manner. Nti atukesera nga takwekanga nnyo. Nawe oba mwami nga tojja sobola bintu bimu omuntu omugambira nti munnange amazima gali nti ndi musajja wa kisa naye siri mulungi mugaba birabo bya buli anniversary. However, bw'oba nzijukiza ku omuntu muwulire dani oli okutula inagamba n'atajjukira birthday yange naye amazima mwekiri mu bwongo obwongo omusajja nti buli birthday ya mukazi gw'oyagala erina kubeera wano oli wa 27th oli wa you may not remember. Okay, so it is better you communicate you before. Say when the day comes, again we are in communication. So if you missed boundaries, go to YouTube channel Mariam Nabuja, the Ladies Guide. Type Nabuja Mariam or Mariam Nabuja boundaries. Your YouTube video. Watch it. How do you create boundaries in marriage? How do you create boundaries when you're still single and in a relationship? And you'll have a very amazing, happy, emotionally fulfilling life. So boundaries, how much time do you need alone? What are things you stand for? Because relating together to kolagane, to kwatagane, are we on the same page? You're trying to see where do you fit. What will you compromise? What will I compromise? What will I give away? What shall I kusadaka for you? If those things are not communicated and you go into a long-term relationship, no genda kubagana. And next, marriage is difficult. You lack healthy boundaries. Number 3, always keep your promises. Byoyogera nebyokola olina okulaba nti bikwatagana. Era most of the time what fails many relationships is someone saying something they're not going to do. Okay, so if you're in a committed relationship, even if you're rebuilding trust, ate noyongerako okulimba okwokubiri, noyongerako okwokusatu, ogokanga omuntu alina trail y'obulimba, it's enough said. You can't relate with them. So when you talk about keeping your word, it is one of the most difficult things. Why? Changes. You may say something that you get. That's why it's always advisable to you get to never quit again. Work your to surprise, but don't say. The moment you're saying something and you're disappointed, next time again say. Disappointed again, next time say, somebody loses trust. So every time you say something, do it. In a casual relationship, it's okay to break up. To break promises. I told you we began from the word consistency in behavior. If you're consistent in behavior, somebody will easily find trust in you. If you're not consistent, muneisa chitegeza nti oyina mukakilishi. Where will glitch somewhere. So if you say you're going to call, I'll do this, do. Njakuweleza sente ziwereze. Bwoba tosobola tokyogera. Oyina bagamba nedda mbulira did don't. Nobody should ever put you in promises. Ngenda kuwasa toyitira nga kigambo ngenda kuwasa mukamwa nga tonda bana kwetegereza. Wagira omuntu mukube ringi yaki engagement ring ya surprise, but don't say it in the mouth. Those things kill relationships with time. So whether it is little things, big things, in any mature relationship for a long time, little is big. Which means everything that you're doing in any, even if it's friendship, be careful. Not to treat little things as little, it is big. Because with little things come big things. Okay? So keep your word. And we always remember, in a relationship, little is big. How? If you're late, inform. If you're coming late, tell somebody, I'll be a bit late. Sure, but I'm coming. abeere sure wajja. Okay? If you're not going to do something, tell them, I'm not really in position. Learn to say no. So simugamba, okay, need that once again, you don't turn up. Don't be late on your bills. Be responsible. This reminds me of the story where someone went a child boyfriend, then the landlord came. Nayo beso muwala byasange wakanga the boyfriend aliwo. Namugamba ze nyumba zange nazizimba kakati nazizine nze nalya dodo okuzimba nyumba zino kakati mwe muri wano muri mkulyankoko. Do you not even want to pay my rent? Huh? So the girl was shocked. It asasura rent. It broke their relationship. If he cannot pay rent, how will he manage our life together? Immediately the trust went. And then the relationship went. So don't take those things as simple. Somebody who is responsible in paying electricity, bills, are late, how can they run a trusted relationship? So in these things, little is big. So trust is earned with this act of omuntu okutegera ebintu bino. Kuuma ekigambo kyo, beera consistent, tunuulira ebikolwa by'omuntu in matters of bills. Kyobalaba, many women who fall victim of narcissistic relationships, tebatunulira bintu ebyo. If you go to a man's house and you open a refrigerator nga agula wines is a bay, liquors mu mabaala, n'otuuka ewaka nga mu fridge mwenyi mulimu mazzi, doubt them. Kayaka kalaga nti kawoggana tekaliko sente. Wabula akulaga he's living a very luxurious, expensive life. Doubt them. So when you're building trust, look at these small things. Oli agulira emikwano nakola parties, but there's nothing to show. Ate bano bagaya bategeera abalina future abambi abeerumira yambala engato nga siza bbeeyi abakati tebabaagala ayagala smart awunya bulungi. They don't invest. That is the reality. They invest in them and then you yemumulwanira anti ye asset cut. So look at these small things. In relationship, small is big. Kati kwegende wakola yenga basazi simasasule. Amazi tebagasasudde. Oba lyawo landlord nabakonkona. Kati goyinza okuloza ati omuntu oyo esente are blowing in a bar and in parties with friends. Ngata sobodde ziteeka ku future eyammwe ne relationship. Tolaba nti gwe agenda osasula sente ezo mu future. Awo wava ensonga awo. You will pay the bills. And that's why when many of the women get married to these people, you end up working for the rest of your life for the relationship. And I tell you, you will pay everything. You will pay. You will pay. Muwakane zinabagamba ndi ku research. And I talk from research, observation and experience. Kati genda mwetereze. Genda ochecking olabe. Yenjogedde oba nnimba basirenga. Number 4. Be careful with cheating and infidelity. Wow. Hey, cheating, it breaks trust. Oba kati wano ngambe cheat little, Henry Sule. Should men cheat little? little, Because now there is also degree, There is over cheating and under cheating. It's all cheating, So when there is infidelity, when there is cheating, and a lot of it in the relationship, trust is no more. You can't invest with them. You can never rely on their word. The Baganda say, Owa Maria Abiri Asura Anjala. Ichigamba Chimpandikirao. Class monitor. Owa Maria Abiri. A person with 2 homes sleeps what? Hungry. That proverb. It means if you marry Mariam and you're married to Deborah, Nizolo was Henry, I did Deborah, ne Deborah was Henry, I did Mariam. Katuaje wange ngaba twali dewa Deborah, ne Deborah ngaba wali dewa Mariam. Well, wosulenja. So which means those who don't have trust, infidelity, ojja kusulenja la muganda wange. Ngoli agamba oli dewa Mariam ya oya bamusotinze dda. Ngomukyala aganda, nengo mugabo wenga sinalya. Ngano agamba abantu obadde obeeri. So the Bagandas have a proverb that says, a person with 2 homes can easily sleep hungry. Which means, keep consistent behavior. Bera kuchintu chimu, chimalire ko bongo bo ojja kulya emmere. Otherwise, muja sule njala bannange. Don't run many things at the same time. If you're committed, be fully 100% in it. Then you will eat food every day. Hope I'm communicating. Mama wakade mujja kulaba. Tukyali balamu. Wowezanga emyaka nkaaga. Buno video bujja kubeera ku YouTube, replay. Typing a Mariam.N.M, trust. It's up to you. Life is a theater and all of us are actors. So infidelity, cheating in longer term and marriage. Be very careful. You will sleep hungry. Women, children, cheat too. Whoever is cheating is a bagambi. One day you will sleep hungry because they will think what did they were. So instead of cheating, especially when you're bored in a relationship, why did you sparkle it up? Sparkle it up. In my first book, The Lady's Guide to Fulfilling Relationship, Nabagama, how to rekindle your love. Love, like any other thing, needs rekindling. Like any business. Chief answer leader. Only whatever muno mokoye because whatever nabagamba nina beddings. I have very nice bed sheets. Zizi kuletea love. Where you just whoever come what next the whole body becomes receptive. So you know plant you rekindle your home, you know? You rekindle your love. You will never find someone better. It's always the same kasako. So boredom brings the cheating. So instead of cheating and being in a mess, rekindle it. Rekindle it. You can read that book. You can buy my bed sheets. You just fall in love. Soft cotton. Kuliko pillows, very soft. I mean cushions. Wherever can ugamba, wow. Remember, it's about the feeling. So, rekindle the relationships. Cheating and infidelity is the most cause of breakup, divorces, by cheating. And it's about enlightenment. Butamanya, people don't know the things. Saga mtu agamba nti butonde temunyumya butonde. Nabagamba chiva ku mutwe nechida wansi. The brain was given you as a dwelling place of the the body is a dwelling place of the mind. Go asala umugamba I choose to be this or not. Because of the repercussions. Otherwise you lose a lot of things. You lose investments. You lose the business partners. You lose the people who are valuable to you because you're not being trustworthy. So it comes from up. Because we've seen men who do it. Okay? Even if you have to cheat, remember where is the home. Otherwise, you will end up sleeping hungry. Number 5. Do not keep secrets from each other. Openness is the hardest also. Transparency is key in relationships. If you have separate, one day they will come out. The moment you say, I love you, I do. I really love you, is the end of secrets. Either one day, we don't keep secrets in relationships. So, these very sensitive issues, openness and honesty is key. Sweetheart, try. Ebyama ebyo sina byama bannange. Esimu yange eri open word. Sina byama. Nakowe ebyama. Kubanga ebyama era bimala bifulumye. So if you live a life of compromise, obwama okuyitaayita abantu emabega, and those values value abantu abanabu obutaba namazima ayita abantu emabega tali straight, I don't like that character personally. So it's better for someone to be open. Openness kyekizimba love. Olina amanya nti akutegedde. Era abanaze kibalemesa abakyala obutabategeera. Tolitegera munazi. Atuuka okusibula bwattu tomutegedde yange. Oyinza obutamanya gyasula, tomanya mulimu gwakola, afuna sente mmeka, buli kaseera akulaga mikwano mipya, tomanyi bali relatives bena, they are too disorganized. So that kind of inconsistent behavior yeretera abakyala abasinga okwaza agamba obwesigwa buweddewo omunazi tosobola muyiga atuuka okusibula nga temumanyanga noko eba it is like a new relationship akowa yakivaamu. If you want to read about narcissistic behaviors, the rise of narcissism in love relationship, emotional happiness, akatabu kano nakabawandiikira nabadefiningira narcissism in common sense mugitegeere nti abantu abasinga mu relationship kati bali narcissistic naye nga tebakimanyi, women and men. Okay, and then where does it come from? Nabagambe ngenda bakubirayo ka show how to handle a narcissistic partner. If you want it, please comment down. I want. If there is a number of people want it, like how to handle a narcissistic marriage, and you stay with them. Remember, they have advantages. Narcissists. Kanzibagambeko, you will have better, beautiful children. They are very smart upstairs here. Baba smart in you. Okay? They are very clean men. They smell well. Or is that abanaga brand 5-star? However, ojaka bobulambo bonna with very beautiful, nice boys and girls. Na yo munazo mufunako boti story. So baba ke birungi ebibaliko. They're not necessarily too bad. And when you don't see the opportunities in them, and most men are, by the way, many men are narcissistic naturally. They don't even force it. Okay? So we need to learn how can you marry them? Because I know yagala anyirira omunaza yambale suti ya milioni 5 nataka kinga tu ya mitwalo 8 naye kupapa film ya milioni 4 agenda ofuluma nyumba bwati nga yeye nyini business number already. It's a full business ate by na emotional control tebawogana nnyo. Are you fine? Mariam, is everything okay? Now kwa kasmailo wekati nogamba obulamu bwona obulanga bugenda. That is narcissistic. Watch it in narcissism. Nga omwetaaga to emotionally do with you. Tebali available. Okay? They will never be available. Never. So the moment you invest your emotions in them, total loss. Nayenga birimbi bagambye. Abana ojja kubana brands. Obulamu eba. They even teach you class. Bo benyi bakusomesa class. Banga baganye ebintu ebiri. Omusajja yamba esuti ya milioni 5. Alinga commodity. And on a daily basis. And then okugamba, don't worry. You think it is me who communicates to women? They're the ones who come to me. Now, I'm not going to touch my phone. Wait. And then, ta-da! Hello, Deborah. How are you? It's been a while. Ta-da! Yes, Natasha. Yes, Jenna. Oh, please, I'll get back to you. They're the women calling. I don't call them. So, what do you do if you're married to one? Ngemboza zo ulezi bamu za bakazi. To ya mdo wazi ya musajja. Bakazi ali ngabalira happy. Oyo mukazi ngalira happy. Narcissist. And by the way, they make love very funny, you know. They make like love like a theater. Ibanga theater. Okay? So much as they have their bad side, Zebagambi, you can easily live with them if you learn how to treat them and you know how to, you know, they may not take you on. Or wait the loop of insane. If you want the video, please comment in the comment section below. Tell me if you're ready, Mbalage, how to live successfully with a narcissist and be happy ever after. Kubanga, tell him to be clean, smart. You know bili kumuntu omu. Nogamba akangende kuchi zike kubanga tebali tewali achiraba. It's not possible, you know. You may want to live with these people. They have a lot of advantages. So when you find them and you learn how to relate with them, then you will, the emotional impact may be reduced a bit. Because many of you are married to one. I am sure 100%. Because they are very attractive. They are very soft-spoken. They are very emotionally patient. Tebanyiga. Tebayomba nabakazi oyina mu manaseka. Because they have a lot going on, you know? You know? And then you'll have to work for the rest of your life, and he'll never give you anything. And you'll be happy with it. They're like devils. Okay, so if you want to learn how, please comment. Yeah? Don't ask me. Yeah? If you want to eat chicken and enjoy it, don't know what it ate. So just get the information and use it, it will work for you. Because I've helped many people deal with narcissistic marriages and they stay in them. Okay? So many people are narcissistic, especially the men. But you need to learn how to relate with them. And most of it all, if you learn the ladies guide, you never gamba. Ladies guide 1 and ladies guide 2, it has every content on the male mindset. I studied them like K. Even if you wake me up, you can't follow me about the species. So I know when it comes to narcissistic and why women stay in it. Okay? And how to be in it. Because you don't stay with a dirty man, because you fear sharing him with others. My dear, you need to live with them. So, number 6, finally, be willing to give as well as to receive in a relationship. Remember, we're talking about how to build trust and rebuild it in case it's lost. In any kind of relationship, marriage, long term, whatever kind of what you call to relate, how to rebuild it and how to build it. And learn to be giving and receiving. Love is give and give is love. See what you do? So if love is give and give is love, the key in this is, what are you giving? How long will you give? And the recipient of your giving, Bifuna, what are they reciprocating? Bachiza or Vaneda? So many relationships suffer because people give, and all you are receiving, not returning. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've been married for the last 20 years. He has given me nothing. Or she has given me nothing. And then, ta-da, they break up. Don't take giving a joke. Now, like the pivot of trust, communication, now is giving. Giving. Tewali muntu ali mu relationship. Ngatalina chafiwa. There is an exchange. Era nawe no webere komi nga obufumbo buganyi togamba nga talina kyetuwa. There is something they were losing. Including sacrificing themselves for you. They had other prospects. That's also a risk. I'm hoping this is communication. So, when we say be willing to give as well as receive, to create trust means when you're giving, you're investing yourself emotionally. Remember I told you, emotional connection comes from giving. When I give you, I love you. And I enter you, whatever I've given you, especially when it's value to me. But when it is not reciprocated, somebody agaba atandika feeling unappreciated and undervalued. That is where now trust goes. I feel undervalued, I feel unappreciated, so I will not trust this person again. Giving, receiving. So this now comes to this bottom line. Even when you're giving out your heart, giving out your money, giving out your time, giving out your children, giving out your body, giving out anything you call value to you, what is the other person returning? So most disputes in relationships is caused by that lack of balance. Minzani eri bwet ngaba nnyo sifuna asta minzani ebeera bwet emyaka mingi. Hey, say bye bye for a relationship. It doesn't matter how much sexual intimacy you're having, no matter how much fireworks somebody's getting. After that experience, but I'm not receiving anything. Last week we talked about not meeting each other's needs. as part of the reasons why you're feeling insecure. And part of that is brought about someone giving and not receiving in return something which is proportional to what they're giving out. Akusasulira ennyumba, aweerera abaana, muli emmere, okay, gwe ne weebuuza ki kyenzizaayo. In fact now si yakibuuza kati gwa kino kyebuuza ki kyenzizaayo. I give him my body, mutegekere ewaka ne muwaka omu. Now this is it, and please not if you have a piece of paper. If you ever find yourself when what you're giving, anybody can give it out. Bwe wesanganga mbulamu nga kyogaba omuntu asobola kijja abantu wonna nga it's not a scarce commodity, tekirina value. Ozaala buli mukazi asobola okuzaala, ofumba yes ne restaurants ofumba emmere mpaka ngagira ate newooma n'okusinga eno. Okay, omuwe w'okusula, they can sleep, even other women with the homes they asobola nasulayo. Because remember, women are many, men are few. There's a scarce resource there, in between. So when you're in a relationship, especially marriage, buli woba otwala ng'omuntu akuwa ekintu, small or big, weebuuze nzizaayo ki? Awo wali question mark awo. So even if you're a giver, give, never leave your partner. Okufuna space eyo ntalina mugaso, talina kyasobola kuzza, gwe n'oteekamu talina kyazza. Ne bw'aba akikoze akitegedde oba kyomulekeddewo space yaku providinga, it is going to put a clinch in the relationship in matters of trust, because it's not a balanced relationship. It is like employee-employer, boss-employee, servant, superior, oba creating ekintu bwe kityo. Nabagamba it's about the feeling. Olijawulira. Olinga ne wayingira wakagamba wano si wange. Ta feeling nti awoningawo. Tawulira mbuyinza. Akakantu wakajjawo. Okay? So when it comes to giving and receiving, be careful not to overgive that you leave somebody talina kyazza. And even if you're receiving, don't leave that part of receiving too much that you forget that person is giving too much and you're not getting back. They're not getting back anything. The law of life is there's nothing like something for nothing. Techiriyo mo nature. Techiriyo. So if you're giving, you must, it must be balanced. So if you're taking and not giving, you are, it is a foolish man's world. Whenever you're taking, ask what am I giving? It must be balanced. What I'm giving and what I'm getting must be in direct proportion. So trust can be built easily when both parties in a relationship are allowed to participate in the give and receive. Muno wakuwa anniversary party. Awo wabawo eshino kuddako. Muno wagulira yakasaawa nga gift. Why no eshino kuddawo? It must be balanced. Sagala gamba bya mpankuwe. Temwerimba. Mpankuwe, it will always be. Something for something is the world. If you're giving, there must be something received. If you refuse the giving part, you're losing something. And finally, the relationship will go to an halt because it's imbalanced. Okay? So give creates a feeling of being unappreciated and unvalued, which easily leads to loss of trust in relationship and love. Finally, omukyala n'agamba nkooye mpulira ntaddemu nnyo sina kinfunyemu. Tubireke n'akifuluma. Bw'aba mwami n'agamba olunaku lwafunayo omuntu omulala, please not. Nga kirungi, kinyirira, kyasoma, ate nga kirina cheap. Tataddemu nnyo. I tell you, somebody can change. Even if the marriage has been a long time, naafuna ekintu ekiri cheap, nga kiri timely, tataddemu na nnyo. Kino ateekamu tekizza. Kiri tataddemu na nnyo. nagamba abaffe nafandadda ono mulungi muto sina wa bbeeyi bino ebyebbeeyi nteekamu ki because it's about investment. Let's be real. It's about what are you investing and what are you taking out. Temwerimba. So if somebody is in a relationship with you, marriage long term, where was it? What are you returning on the table? If you find that even what you're giving, anybody can get it outside, that is not security already. She is about to tell you. Find that thing, Nabagamba last week, what is your asset that somebody cannot find anywhere else. It is not easy to get. Then the relationship will have that tie. If you find that what you're giving, hey, namuzali abana gwe, the guy will die baleta abana onye no mutwe goti. Mugambe na imanyi nzala. Oli aleta munana gwe ina aba. Ugambe, ha, now where is the home? Buli munana ate bungi gwe ina mo. Mozo okay. Bottom line, give, receive, but understand it must be balanced. If a man is giving, what are you returning? If a woman is giving, what are you returning? Not because in between us, surprises, rekindling it, and somebody remembering that you're thoughtful of them. Nayo kutwala no mane munne emyaka 3 mu bufumbo, emyaka 2, 19. Ninga mazima tuwali kiraga omuntu aba yakowada. Era nga naye alinda opportunity w'eribwa. Walifuna sente bwati nafuna ekiri cheap. Ndaguka buduza gana fadda. So, trust is built by many things. I've just given you 6 tips. Natumaliriza. Okay? If you have any ideas on how you build your trust and how you rebuild your trust in any relationship you're over demo, trust in fanojizawo. No gamba by this, please tell us in the comment section on YouTube. Share your experiences. Okay? This is a community now. It is you to tell us. Bowulyanga oyoga tubulya muti oyo kansala saga nze nakola bwenti nekinkolera, you know? The Baganda say tekiwoomera matama abiri. So it may work for you, it may work for Steve, it may not work for someone else. Please share your comments and tell us how you went about it. In summary, number 1, the 6 tips on how to build a relationship. Building trust in a relationship. Communicate effectively, and I've said use face-to-face, use voice, okay, but don't write messages and emails. Ngoine nsonga gyoyagala okukuse wa munno tuwandika nga message biwanvu ngoyomba ngoina kyosaba, please face-to-face, eye connection, voice. They are the emotional connectors in a relationship. Number 2, learn to set healthy relationship boundaries. Communicate emotionally and physically things you don't want and what you want. Okay? Let your partner know what exactly you want and they will give it to you. Okay? And don't leave anything in ambiguity. We are not angels. Your partner is not an angel. And everybody is perhaps busy in the mind. You get a chicho in simple terms. Don't leave anything to guessing. Number 3, learn always to keep your word and promises. Small is big in relationships. Don't break small promises. It means much. Inform your partner when you're coming late. Inform them when you have any changes in place and where you're not going to do it. A relationship is work, and we work on it. If you're in casuals, this is not your topic. But if you're building long-term marriage, relationship, anything which is long-term, but the building block is trust. Number 4, be careful with infidelity. Even if you're bored in a relationship, you are rekindle your relationship. How? There are many ways. Rekindling. How do you rekindle lost love? Nogamba ajja kujjali emmereze yantama nawe omwami noyambala ndawo yangazimu ebituli tebikwata kandi mwafuuka baluganda nebifa olunaku lwakwanyebe lwagenda kudduka mu botika agule engoye biki nobwogambe ngaakyuse omuntu yayambala ng'omanya somebody is being dated now. Okay, so rekindle your relationship, give out gifts, share, nabagambe na bed sheets, Turkish Sport Corner, we have a lot of amazing things. If you're a man, you want to surprise your loved one, nabagambye kano nensituka muzirika ekiri wansawo chips the chips are like chuchu. Turkish Sport Corner, where quality costs less. We only sell quality dresses, quality shoes, quality bags, quality watches, quality perfumes, quality beddings. Buli kyogula ewaffe okikumira ebbanga ddene. That's why tugambye quality costs less. Olugoye olugula nomala nayo emyaka nga 10 nga lukyali lwe lumu olugyayo. So surprise your loved ones. Okay? Temubeera bakodo nnyo. Omuntu omukode nnyo omulavu tatama ate munaye abanga tategeera. I love you, I want to give you. Mugambe bugambi, nothing for nothing, something for nothing. It is a foolish man's world. So be careful with cheating. Rekindle it. Number 5, avoid keeping secrets from each other. Be transparent. Be open and honest. Honest and openness is the building block of beauty and handsomeness. Omuntu wa ayino bwesigwa nga kyawiga kyategeeza alabika bulungi. Anyuma kubanga nyoba weebasa ogamba waayi munnange ali nange. Mwesigira ddala. You know? And that is trust. Number 6, finally, to give as well as to receive. Giving and receiving must be balanced. Togaba nnyo nga tofuna. Tofuna nnyo nga togaba. There must be a balance. Munno waba akuwa kikyokomyawo. Kyokomyawo kirina value gyali. Look for it. It is work. And whether it's enjoyable. You know, because you always will every other time. Okay? So balance up the relationship by giving and receiving proportionally. Okay? Avoid being unappreciated and undervalued by overgiving too much and receiving nothing. In fact, when you're giving and not receiving, stop. Stop, because that's the foundation of feeling undervalued and losing your self-esteem. Okay? So trust can be lost by someone giving you and then they're not receiving anything. Banyiga. Okay? So, in summary, those are the 6 ways to build a trusted relationship. If you want to be happy in marriage, if you want to be happy in a long-term relationship, gatoli casual. Ebintu bituzimbirako omukwano ogwannamaddala ogulwawo. Biringa omulimu naye we bikola ate birwawo. Otegera okibeeramu ng'oli sure nti omuntu wange agenda kudda. Yagenza akubye essuuti ya $5 million n'akawoowo ne ajja kudda. Oli sure kubanga azimbye a consistent kind of behavior. So thank you for watching this far. Thank you for sharing this video. Also sharing it with your loved ones, with your friends. Thank you for following us on Facebook and YouTube. And also thank you for subscribing. If you're your very first time on the channel, please subscribe for more of these amazing videos. Thank you so much for the community. We are celebrating our anniversary next month. 8 years consistent. Sichuse. Whatever. Sichuse. No when 8 years in service. Ladies Guide is clocking 8 years next month on 29th August. It's my anniversary as a Ladies Guide and your anniversary as one of our students now. So 8 years of consistent work and then we are trusted now. When I say I'm coming, I really come. I'm coming next week, I mean it. Because it has been consistent behavior without change. So now back to you in your love, in your marriage. Are you consistent? Is he consistent? Is she consistent? Look for that because that's the foundation of your love. Okay? So for the Ladies Guide community, thanks for being with us every Friday at 3:30 p.m. We are here to give you all these things that money cannot buy, but which make life worth living. Okay? So join us next week with yet an amazing new but related topic to today and to last week. Respect. Tugenda kusosotola respect. How do you give it? When do you feel it's going away? And why should you keep it? Okay? Because respect in definition means a special esteem or consideration we hold for another person. Bottom line, highly regarding someone or something as important in a relationship. Okay? So we are going to be covering respect. Why? Because respect is to a man as love is to a woman. He wants respect, you need love. So where does the exchange come from? And why did even the Creator say respect, love? Women respect, men love. There's a reason for that. So we are going to be deeply covering respect next week. So it's going to be a marital health Friday. Oboli mufumbo tuloterere. Obosubira okufumbirwa tuloterere. Boba toli mu casual relationship. Nga bintu sibya casual ngekintu ddala tuli mu kifumba. Beera otegere where do these arguments come from in relationship, where you don't respect him and he does not love you, or where he doesn't love you and you don't respect him. So, like it is said, men crave for respect, women crave for love. Okay? They would rather get respect than being loved. She rather become loved than be respected. So we are going to put up the balance next week. Please join us at 3:30. And once again, Mariam Naguja, the Ladies Guide. See you next week. Love you. Bye-bye.